Hello and welcome to my second casting of a Heroes of the Storm game. This one is going to be on Blackheart Bay. Again, this one has PvE objectives just like the other maps we've seen. On this one, you have to collect 10 doubloons and go pay Blackheart the pirate. Once you pay him, and you don't have to pay all 10 at once, but once you do pay Blackheart, he will turn his ghost pirate ship on the enemy, your enemy, and bombard their forts. And it does a lot of damage, so it's pretty powerful objective to get here. Let's run down our lineups here. On the blue team, we have Nazeeba, the Witch Doctor. We have Uther, we have Arthas, we have Zeratul, and we have Vala, who is the Demon Hunter. Both Nazeeba and Vala are from the Diablo universe, and I'm probably just going to refer to them as Witch Doctor and Demon Hunter and not their actual names. On the red team, we have another Arthas, we have Stitches, Malfurion, Kerrigan, and the Siege Tank, also known as Sergeant Hammer. And here we have the blue team heading out. It looks like they're splitting up relatively evenly. Some going top, some going bottom. And you see the two... I'm not quite sure what these are. These haven't been explained very well to us or at all, as far as I know, by Blizzard. It looks as if they are providing vision on the map, which is in any team brawler or MOBA. Heck, even in an RTS, it's very, very valuable to have vision on the map. It lets you know where your enemies are, where they might be coming from. Maybe you can see all of them up there, and then up at the top if you need to be at the bottom, so you know you have numbers advantage. Here we've got, sorry, that was Zeratul and Uther going up against Stitches, and not a lot happening there. And chasing down Arthas here, the red team Arthas, and doesn't appear like much is going to happen here. Sergeant Hammer's there to help him, and here comes Malfurion to help him out. And red team gets a level there, and you just kind of even the level up. Red team got first blood. I missed that, my apologies. Red team going for vision here, and again, we have this Sergeant Hammer and Malfurion with going against Arthas. Oh, Stitches getting... and Kerrigan going against Uther. Uther is probably just going to walk away from this, as Uther tends to do. And now that we have chests on the map, each chest, there's an icon above it. It shows you, like, this chest has 5. You attack it, it spits one out. Now it has 4 left. And there's the zombie wall from the Witch Doctor, just kind of missing and not doing a whole lot. We got the Siege Tank here, dealing out some damage. I find it interesting that they're letting mirrors happen here with Arthas on each team. The cool thing is the way they're doing the talents is both teams, both Arthases, say that 5 times fast, won't have to take, they have the option to take different abilities, and one of the abilities Arthas gets to pick from is Cindergosa, which I think we saw at BlizzCon. We saw a little bit of that. And the other ability is an Army of the Dead, which is pretty darn cool. Here we got Arthas just going up against Sergeant Hammer, and we've got, looks like the Witch Doctor here, I believe was raised by Arthas to fight on the behalf of the red team. And here we've got Kerrigan. You see the channel bar. This is a kind of a long channel here. Kerrigan has 3 doubloons, and now the red team has a credit of 3. Oh, getting the yank there. Oh, and Zeratul blinks away. Good thing he has that blink, because he might not have made it away with a 2-on-1 situation there. And you'll notice Zeratul there appeared to be shimmery. He has the ability to cloak. Whenever he attacks, he kind of comes out of his stealth or cloak or whatever. But he has that ability, and he can run around. I don't know if it shows a shimmer on the map to the other team like you would see in, say, StarCraft with a cloaked unit, where you can still see they're there, but you can't target them. But whenever he attacks, he does come out of that cloak. Okay, we have Arthas and Sergeant Hammer going after the Demon Hunter, but it looks like the Demon Hunter's getting some backup there from a teammate, so there's not really going to be a lot happening there. Oh, here we go. Uther against the Arthas. Arthas coming in from the other team. It's kind of amazing. We got a 3-on-3 here, it looks like, and I'm not sure if how this is going to go. It could go either way. Kerrigan comes in to join the fight, so now it's a 4-on-3. And there goes Sergeant Hammer. The Siege Tank goes out for the red team. Levels are even here. They both got 3 kills. They both got level 6. They both have all their forts left. The red team got a kill here, giving I'm sorry, red team got killed. A lot of stuff happening really quick there. Kind of hard to keep up, especially when you're not used to casting, especially when you're solo casting, which not being somebody who has the experience of someone like Day9 and Husky, but they've all talked about how more difficult it is to solo cast, and I totally get what they're saying, even though I've never really done it with a partner. So we'll see. Maybe someday I can have a partner and help me fill in these gaps where I'm not sure what to say, and can also help explain things if I'm not explaining them clearly, as a good casting duo often does. Demon Hunter given a deposit there for the blue team. They have 2 doubloons now to the red team's 4. I'm kind of curious how this is going to... And Stitches just looks silly on a mount, doesn't he? Kind of curious how this is going to play out here. I mean, 2 to 4, there's still a long way to go to get to the 10 doubloons you need for the bombardment. Oh, and Uther just getting murdered, but he's not going to walk away this time. He goes down. Stitches getting a pull there on the Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor gets away, but Kerrigan pulls her back. Yes, the Witch Doctor, or I'm sorry, the Demon Hunter, not Witch Doctor, made it through the wall to get some regen on her health. And there's Zeratul with his cloak again. Not much going on down there. We've got a pretty good team battle here. Arthas versus Arthas. Doubloons coming. The red team is picking up some doubloons. Kerrigan appears to have 8. Mounts up and goes to turn him in. It looks like coming with her is support from Arthas. It looks like the red team with 6 all right now. It looks like the red team is going to get their deposit in and get the bombardment going. Unless it gets interrupted, no. They have their 10 doubloons in, and here comes the bombardment attacking the blue team while the blue team finishes the... Oh, Kerrigan. The red team heroes are just going down. Well, actually, sorry, the blue team heroes are going down. 5 kills on the blue team. Wow, and the chests just got... Another chest got looted. So there's 5 shots in the bombardment, 3 now. And unfortunately, we don't have a camera angle that shows the damage that these bombardments are doing to the towers and the forts, but they are doing a lot of damage. Maybe we'll get to see that later. We're just using the footage that Blizzard provided. This one was actually provided on Christmas Day, and I never saw it until they provided the other one, and I'm just not getting around to getting the cast of it done. So apologies on this one being late. Hopefully, this being the first one that Blizzard put out, but the second one that I've done, hopefully I've improved a little bit. I was actually nervous last time, even though there was nobody here listening. So I knew I could record it, stop it, start it over, whatever I wanted, but I didn't want to do that because I wanted the cast to be more genuine. We got a big grouping here around the turn-in, and it looks like, yeah, this Ultralisk against Uther, I think Uther wins. I really don't think the Ultralisk, since Uther tends to walk away, yeah, the Ultralisk just kind of goes away. Since Uther tends to survive well anyway, I don't think an Ultralisk like that alone is going to do anything. Now, if you had an Ultralisk and a hero, maybe that might have done it. Blue team getting a kill here, even it up. Oh, and another kill. Kind of curious. Blue team has 6 in the bank right now. Wow, blue team is just getting slaughtered. And it looks like Stitches is going to go for the turn-in. Is anybody from red? Doesn't look like anybody from the blue team is anywhere near able to interrupt this. Yep, okay, so they got their deposit in. Malfurion was there to support if needed. They mount up and run away. Oh, Ghost Ship. Malfurion got his in, and they are attacking the blue team
Red team has
yet again.
the fort.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I did say that right. For a minute there, I thought I said it backwards. Blue team is down to 5 forts. I'm kind of curious if this is going to knock out a fort, this bombardment. You can see it on the minimap where they're headed. You can see the explosions when they land. And I'm not quite sure. We don't have much. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you can't see the health bars, unfortunately. But that bombardment does do a ton of damage to those towers. And if you are in position to help with the bombardment, you can just take out a fort without much trouble at all.
Red team has captured a mercenary.
Oh, red team has gone after a mercenary camp, and they've lost a fort. I'm sorry, that was the blue team losing another fort. A lot of stuff going on here and hard to keep up. Blue team's got 6 in the bank. Looks like they are making a deposit here. There comes Syndragosa. That was from the red team Arthas. And is the channel going to get in for the blue team to get a deposit in? It looks like they have enough doubloons between their different heroes to get a bombardment going, but it doesn't look like they're going to get an opportunity to get the channel in. With Kerrigan coming in and Arthas coming in from the red team, it's red team's kind of control. Oh, zombie wall trapped Arthas, but he manages to get away anyway. Here goes, I believe that was Kerrigan, or I'm sorry, the Demon Hunter rather, getting a channel in to deposit her doubloons. Yes, she did deposit 2. I believe that was the Demon Hunter. I didn't really get a chance. It was on the corner of the screen. I didn't get a chance to see it. And Zeratul making his deposit now. It looks like the blue team has all 10 of theirs. The red team is about to get bombarded on their forts. Wow, and that was a great sentence, wasn't it? And while that bombardment's going on, the blue team is going out collecting more doubloons. Uther has 6 already. There's another zombie wall from the Witch Doctor just missing. As the red team comes out, hopefully trying to interrupt this deposit. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. If you look at the minimap, you see a bunch of blue heroes in that area already. Near the middle of the map, they're towards the bottom, but there's 2 right there to turn in. 1 shot left on the red forts, and they have 5 forts left. Let's see if this last shot, the last shot did not take out the fort. So, and yeah, you've got Arthas and Uther right there ready to turn in again, and this is going to be quick. 2 back-to-back bombardments like this is kind of nuts. And Sergeant Hammer and Arthas came in to try to interrupt that, but there goes Sergeant Hammer going down. It looks like Arthas is going to not make it either. It's kind of hard to say. Here comes the Ultralisk from Kerrigan and a Time Warp, I believe, from Zeratul, stopping Kerrigan in her tracks. And I think the game has been changed where it's not it doesn't stop them, it just slows them down like it does in StarCraft. It looks like red team has lost another fort. You see the health bar there on that tower as the bombardment came in, just how much damage it does. And it looks like the blue team is in a really good position here to push ahead with 2 red heroes down. They've got all 5 of theirs. The bombardment has done a lot of damage. Let's see if the blue team is able to push or if the red team is able to come back and do a little bit of damage to their enemies. And there was a Syndragosa. You saw it on the minimap, and we didn't actually see it on screen. The Voodoo Doll from the Witch Doctor really doing a number on Stitches. Stitches is going to make it home and survive. It's pretty impressive. I think Malfurion threw a heal out. It's kind of hard to tell, but I believe there was a heal thrown out there on Stitches to keep him alive. And the red team coming back out. The blue team looks like they're already in position to deposit again with Blackheart when he comes back. Maybe, well, they were, but they don't have any doubloons to deposit, so that would slow them right down on that, wouldn't it?
Hero slain.
And it looks like red team has the vision up here at the top. Oh, and Stitches just missing with his grapple, and there goes Zeratul making a deposit. It looks like 3. They've already got 7 in the bank, so this is going to open up another bombardment on the red team. Yep, there went 10. So the red team is about to get bombarded again. They're already down to 3 forts. This bombardment could be basically the straw that broke the camel's back. We'll see how this goes. Big battle going on here. And there goes... looks like Arthas went down. I'm not sure who that was, honestly. So much went on so fast I wasn't able to keep track of it all. There goes Sergeant Hammer and Stitches heading home, trying to avoid the imminent death of the 4-on-2 that there was. The blue team continues to push. Another fort destroyed for the red team. They are now down to 2 forts. Blue team is up 17. They're up to level 17. Red team is only level 15. That gives them quite an advantage since everything scales by your level. There's not a shop like in other MOBAs and Team Brawlers. There's no items to equip or anything like that. It all scales off your level. So being 2 levels ahead gives you a level advantage, a certain amount of an advantage. Sorry, got tongue-tied there. You don't get any extra abilities until you get to like level 20. So it's not a huge advantage, but there is some damage and health benefits from being a higher level. Red team's closing the gap there, and they're now level 16, but blue is still ahead there. Blue has 4 doubloons in the deposited already with Blackheart. Let's see if they're able to get it up, get another one deposit in and get it to 10 before red can get in. And it looks like red's going after a mercenary
Red
camp.
team
Yes,
has
they
captured
are.
a mercenary camp.
Let's see how this goes, and maybe that's going to help them turn the tide in their favor, because right now they are kind of behind. I mean, it's 5-on-5, but they're a level behind. They're 2 forts behind. I know it's 5-on-4 in advantage of the red team, but they are behind in terms of pretty much everything else. Stitches is taking a lot of damage now. There goes Stitches. You didn't see that on screen. You can track their health bar in the upper corners of the screen here. And here goes Arthas chasing Uther. Uther gets healed. Is he going to get away this time? No. But he does come back. I'm not sure what this ability is called, but he does get to come back, kind of like a Guardian of Ancient Kings type of thing, and go beat on some of the bad guys for a few seconds after he dies. Blue team Arthas is trying to get away. It's a 3-on-1 here. The Demon Hunter was running away, coming in to help, but ran away, and it looks like Arthas just didn't make it out. He kind of got slaughtered there. I thought he was going to make it for a second, but turns out no. Bombardment is over.
Red team's palace is
The
under
levels
attack.
are still, they're off by 1 still, so blue team's got a slight advantage here, but they're down to 2 forts, and I think the blue team has just got way too much in their favor going on here. Here comes Arthas from the red team to probably deposit some doubloons. Let's see how this goes, if we can get the camera angle down there. He'll only be oh, and he gets interrupted by Zeratul. He would only be depositing 2 anyway, so it wouldn't start a bombardment, but it's still 2 in the bank, and that's 2 more than the blue team has in the bank right now. I'm not sure what froze Malfurion there, but there's the zombie wall from the Witch Doctor, and Malfurion just goes down. That's the other thing there we just saw that Zeratul picked up. If you're carrying a doubloon and you get killed, you drop your doubloon and whoever's around can pick it up. And it could be a teammate, it could be somebody from the other team. So Zeratul is going to make his deposit, so now the blue team has 2 deposited with Blackheart, and I don't know, I just don't see the red team turning this around. The blue team, I mean, the red team's deposit would have only been 2 as well, but the blue team was there to interrupt it. So depending on how many doubloons the blue team is carrying with them, if any, they could probably get another bombardment really quick. Or if nothing else, they can probably just push. If they can get a couple more kills and make it 5-on-3,
Blue team has captured a
blue team
mercenary
picks up a
camp.
mercenary camp that is probably going to help them out a lot. Here we go with the red team, and we got 4 red heroes all grouped right there together. And that was, I didn't see who that was on the edge of the screen coming down there. But here we have Malfurion, Arthas, Stitches, and Sergeant Hammer all coming down here to the bottom right, and here's some Ghosts coming out, doing a lot of damage. And there was, wow, that rocket from the siege tank. I can't wait to play the siege tank. Sergeant Hammer and fire. Oh, they,
Double kill.
wow, the
Heroes.
red team is just, they've got 1 hero left. Stitches is the only one left.
Triple kill.
I don't see him on the map anywhere. He's probably hiding out in space, it looks like, from the mini-map. Blue team is pushing pretty hard here. They've got a bombardment going as well. The fort is going down. I don't see how red team's going to be able to recover. They've got 26 seconds is the soonest one of their heroes is going to spawn. Stitches is all by himself here. He's not going to hold off 3 of the blue team heroes and the bombardment, which is about to end anyway. This is it. This is ball game. Blue team is going to win this, and guys, I can't wait for this game to come out and the rest of us can play this and see what this feels like. Congrats to the blue team. GG.
Blue team wins.